So, few things. One, this is not my natural hair color. I got out of the shower and decided it was time to do a reading, and I haven't dried my hair, so we'll get through this together. And also, I was actually drawn to the Sacred Path cards, and this is by Jamie Sams, illustrations by Linda Childers. I want to give a shout out to my friend Matthew for giving those to me last year as a gift. You're awesome. I was shuffling these. I was drawn to, just use them. We got the Great Smoking Mirror and the Painted Face. What this is talking about is the change that, before we start the reading, back on the few things. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with every person on the planet. Probably not every animal on the planet either. However, if it does resonate, let me know in the comments. Reach out in personal message. You can always book your own personal reading. You can check all the ways of contacting me. I'm on every social platform, so definitely do that. Say hello. Let me know who you are in the world. I'm in St. Albans, Vermont. It's a great little city, eh? I'm actually 15 miles, 15 minutes. That's another thing you could tell about New Englanders. We talk about distance and time. I'm 15 minutes away from the Canadian border. All right, there's that. And then, if it doesn't resonate, don't try and make it resonate. Let it fall away or ask for clarification. Still, you can always book your own personal reading. Everything is welcome. Everything's acceptable. We're going to look at life and love today. And right now, this is what we're working with. So again, this is the Sacred Path cards. We got the Painted Face and the Great Smoking Mirror. The time of hiding yourself is over. I know you want to uphold an image to a particular person or a particular group, and you want to, hide your shadow self, the things that you find to be shameful about you. You can actually use them to your advantage. People want to see the real you and see the imperfection, what your evolution is. They don't want somebody who they hold near and dear to their heart to just be acting with them. This is calling for you to embrace the light and shadow self of you. You can change your image any way you want. This is letting your true, authentic self shine through. This is someone who is very lovable and who is ever evolving. You don't need to push it away. People want to see where you are. You being in your true raw form allows another person to stand in their truth where they may have been uncomfortable. You're being seen and looked up to. And your encouragement of self-fulfillment is a huge encouragement to others. Now, this is going to make some people uncomfortable. Good. This is going to rile some feathers. Good. You want to know who's true and authentic and authentically there for you, who's going to be there down the road, who's going to, who's part of your true tribe. So the Great Smoking Mirror is letting your shadow self come to the surface. Wear it kind of as a badge if you could. Use it as an angle for your success. Your vulnerability can be your biggest strength. Isn't that a trip? The Painted Face. What do you truly want to look like? What do you truly want to surround yourself with? These are things I really want you to think about for yourself. And as we are moving forward in time, this is for Tuesday, December 17th, 2019, or wherever you're pulled to watch this in time. If you're pulled to watch this in any other time, I'm curious as to why this video enticed you. So please let me know. Definitely reach out. And let me know what time it is. Again, this is for December 17th, 2019. We're finishing up the the teens of the new millennium. We're getting into the roaring 20s. Ooh. I want to get a bunch of flapper dresses I want to have the ringlets in my hair. I was a hair model for my friend Corey. Well, he was my friend. We haven't spoken in years. I was a hair model for him back in 2003. I rocked the waves. I rocked those little ringlet curls. I could totally pull off the flapper look. I really would love to swing dance. Now, I'm actually being pulled to messages from the fairies oracle cards. This is Drain Virtue. Let's see what she wants to bestow upon us. Now, the autumn card is standing out. I don't know if I want to take it out yet. If it's meant to come out, it'll come out again. So, let's see. Spiritual teacher. Another card about admitting something to yourself. What are you admitting? Why are you so afraid of this even from you? There's nothing to be afraid about. There's no persecution for who you are. Assertiveness. I was talking to my girl Michelle about this earlier. Michelle, if you're watching this, you're an amazing soul, and I freaking love you, girl. Debt paid off, emotional healing. All right, Spirit, is there any more? Walk away. Walk away. All right, everyone, let's read the subtext of this. Spiritual teacher, your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. A lot of us are going on a higher level of ascension right now. This is the great spiritual awakening. So many people are in union now. So many people are leveling up. So many people, myself included, are coming out of a treacherous dark night of the soul. So this is a time for calling in compassion. But all this shit that you just went through wasn't without reason. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. Assertiveness. Stand up for your beliefs and say yes to what you really want to. This is your great change. It's not going to happen overnight, but it starts now. It even probably started in the recent few days. Astrological events are really taking off. Yes, I know I have a towel on my head. Stop. So, emotional healing. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. Debt paid off. The old weight and habits of debt is lifted from you and your life. Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. The walk away card. Remember how yesterday in the collective reading, if you're watching this at a different called time, go check out for December 16th, 2019. That was a trip. Remember how yesterday I was talking about, everyone reacting out of fear, anxiety. It's bleeding into today. So the whole reasoning behind that is, for one, a level of ascension. We all are coming through, a lot of us, you probably watching this, are coming out of a huge and a relentless dark night of the soul. So there's a lot of fear that we're working with. And since things are starting to look upward, things are starting to look right, it's really talking about, it's talking about being afraid that the other shoe is going to drop. And I really want you to understand the worst is behind you. You can start to come out of that hole, that painful time. You can start to bravely walk with your head up. The reason you went through all of that, it is because you have something to teach the world. It's because you are being called to lead. This was your spiritual training. It wasn't easy. It wasn't something that very many people could handle with the grace that you did. Even though it seemed messy at times, you pretty much rocked it. And I'm proud of you. You didn't give up. You didn't go quietly into the good night. Some people, they don't get to say that, which is incredibly sad, that they give up and that they fold underneath the pressure by either self-harm of some sort. Don't do that. If you are in that boat, go get help. Or they fold back into this self-imposed prison where they get back into that routine. They stifle their growth. They walk away from the path, their path. That's painful and sad and something that haunts them for a long time. So, the emotional healing that you're going through, you are a very giving and nurturing soul. And people have taken advantage of that. People have exploited that in the past. This isn't going to be a continued theme with you. You're not going to be taken advantage of. With everything that you had just gone through, you really learned assertiveness. You learned boundaries. And that's something that is totally respectable for you. You are really an amazingly kind-hearted warrior. Your kindness is not a weakness. It's not going to be used against you. And you don't have to worry about this coming around again. I know that you're afraid of round 2, round 3, round 20. It's not going to happen. You're going to have different tools for the acclimation of whatever new level you would be ascending on. The hardest part is over. And what you have to look forward to is something that is much more supportive and embracing of what your reality is. What I want you to do right now is get into a space where you can just unload, unleash your pain, unleash your anxiety. Say that this really hurt. You know, I know that you made it through, but you gotta admit to yourself everything about it and what you will no longer stand for in your life, in your world, and act accordingly. And again, it's time to implement the boundaries and have them not be crossed. Anyone who crosses or continuously crosses over your boundaries, those are people that you know that you have to walk away from, because there is no respect in that. And I'm not telling you to drop everyone and run. You know exactly who or what your soul is calling you to walk away from and walk straight into. And I mean that in the best sense. I'm not telling you to walk into a door. Not a thing. So walk away from the unhealthy situations or environments. Respect and love yourself enough to take care of your soul, your well-being, your heart. And be gentle with yourself, because you are healing. Yes, the worst is over, but you are fresh, healed skin, and it needs to breathe. So this is what came out of the magical message from the Fairies Oracle cards. Doreen Virtue. All right, Spirit, where are we going to now? God, I couldn't sleep for crap last night, so my left eye keeps twitching. I was so stressed for so long that it started to manifest in physical form in my body. So even though I was stressed and worn out, I look calm. So my body's like, oh, hell no. Twitch, twitch, twitch. Son of a bitch. It's not fun. It's a pain. It's a pain in the ass. And you want to know what? It's just when, why? Well, those are being answered right now. This has started to go away, which I'm very happy about. No one else notices it, but I feel it. I hate it. What have you been experiencing? I would love to know. So, right now, do I want to go here? Yeah, I do. Wisdom of the Oracle. Clip Erin Reed. I freaking love this woman. I will say it a million times. Total badass chick. Okay, Spirit. What the dealio? Did I just age myself with that? All right, let me dispel any concerns. I was born in 85. Totally a late 80s, early 90s chick. And new millennium. I think I'm on the cusp of Gen X and millennial. I don't think it matters. Does it even matter? Met a woman today. I met some amazing artists today, and one happens to be a healer, and I totally connected with her. She got offended by someone calling her a boomer. Totally get it. But she wanted to use it to her advantage. So I'm, all right, well, why don't you call yourself the Boom and Boomer? She loved it, wrote it down. We exchanged contact info, made contact with her tonight. She makes these bird houses and puts out supplies so birds can build their own nests. And I thought that was really sweet. Whatever you're called to do, you know. Oh my God. Guys, you're growing. You're spiritually growing. Like, I want to put markings on the door to see how much you have spiritually grown in a year's time. Okay. I think every card is upright. Oh my God, you guys. Pay attention to who's coming through your social circles right now. Who's coming in through your door. Fate, the fates, by the book, round and round, milk and honey, a leg up. You're reconnecting to source, working on your divine connection with spirit, learning how to trust and have faith, and I think you're really just coming out of a dark time, starting to see the break of dawn beyond the horizon when it was the darkest of nights. And doesn't that just kind of make you want to collapse? Just like, oh, finally. So you need to ask for help. You can ask spirit, source, whatever you want to call it, the great good thing for all I care. You can ask God, you know, whatever your faith is part of. You can ask for a support system. That includes family and friends and newly found groups and whatever you find to be your true soul tribe. But you have got to ask for help. This is not doing everything all by yourself. Being in hermit mode, being in that wounded area, doesn't mean that you are doing things alone. It means that, yes, you're going through introspection, but you don't have to go these things alone. There's all of these different layers to you. This is a time of lessening the anxiety, lessening the burdens, starting to get into the swing of life, starting to enjoy the good things, starting to get reciprocity, and being on the receiving end of all that amazing, loving gift. So you're not repeating a pattern. You are not letting down your guard in order for someone to just be comfortable. That's not what's happening at all. You've been through the battle, you won the war, and now you are seeing everything from a higher level of perspective, yes. Getting into the 45D self and bringing that down towards the 3D and kicking the 3D's ass, because, you know, us in the 3D are kind of losing ourselves, and the 4D is where the spiritual work is happening, and the 5D is your highest sense of ego self, which sees exactly where you're going, sees exactly part of your strength, and has no qualms, and making your life absolute hell for a solid 5 seconds or years in order for you to get to the place where you need to be. So these are all the tools that you have acclimated to, and now you're not taking any shortcuts. You have been through everything. So what is this momentary wait, this momentary step-by-step directions, and taking your time and making sure that everything is signed off on, everything, you know, cross your T's and dot your I's, and make sure all the paperwork is filled out, make sure everything is set in place, all the puzzle pieces are fitting together. You're not cutting corners anymore. You're not looking for a quick fix. All those ideas have been tossed out the window. And now this is completely solid, and it's very independent for you, and it's mutually supported. So it's your can-do attitude that is being mixed with support from the universe. I kind of just want to say simply, but pay attention to who is coming through your door at this time. Pay attention to what opportunities are rising up. You're not going to be able to miss these opportunities. It's going to be very plain and in your face, and it's going to just fit everything that you've been looking for. And again, yesterday everyone was worried about it being too good to be true, and I'm here to tell you it's not too good to be true. These are fated events. This is serendipity, synchronicity, everything matching up You're in alignment with so many things. And right now, it's going to be you learning to go with the flow on it. And you're going to want to resist it because it is, you know, just, it's almost too easy in your mind. It's not without work, but it's like, where's all this opposition that where's this hell that I've been in? So, fated time. You're really rocking it. Okay, Spirit, now what? Humana, humana, humana. Notes from the universe. Actually, wait, no, not yet. The Golden Tarot. I want to give a shout out to my soul bro, Danny. Again, thank you so much for this deck. I love you so much, bro. And to his divine twin flame, Brooke. You guys are freaking awesome. I love it when you two go live together. Okay. Spirit, what do you got to tell the collective? Come on, let's focus on love. Queen of Cups, but it came out in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. A lot of you are feeling closed off from the past. Oh, the Seven of Swords. Okay. A lot of you are not ready for a relationship right now. And the Two of Wands is upright. You're finding mental clarity and mental stability and balance, which is why you're closing off from the idea of getting too deep into a relationship right now. It's feeling like the heart is there, the want is there, but the acknowledgement of it just not being ready for something so in depth and something that is so heavily weighted with gravity. It's not letting the past bump up. It's you really want something new, and you want something that is emotionally going to be overflowing your cup right now. And I feel like you're reflecting on the past, not trusting the judgment that you have had in the past with these relationships, and seeing that this is going to be, I feel like you're avoiding a story that rhymes with something that you have gone with in the past. Spirit, can I have more, please? If they aren't looking for a relationship right now and they're just working on themselves, by the way, awesome. What can they expect? The Eight of Swords. Okay. So the Eight of Swords. Wow. I want more on that. Judgment. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. The Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. And there's one more. The Ten of Pentacles. We go from 9 to 10. God, what is with all these? Okay. Any offering to you right now is being seen as just a small seed that you are willing to plant but not willing to reap the fruits of right now. What you really want is you want to sow your oats, your wild oats. And you really want to enjoy yourself and your time and your freedom. And you know that you have great love coming to you, but right now you want to work on your personal karmic balancing and let the past die away. Just let it rest in peace for once. And I feel like this is something that is being let die off with love. I don't really feel a huge animosity with it. I feel more of a tired and a slight exhaustion, like it's coming out of the battle. This entire reading is you coming out of the battle. If the past is coming back to try and retrieve you, I do see that you will kick its ass. And I mean that in the very verbal sense and probably very psychic sense, you know, kick its ass to the curb. It's just you're not willing to extend too much of yourself right now. If you're not already in union with your partner and you are single and considering it, I think that your guard is still up. And it's just because you really want to find your own balance, find your own independence, and you know that great love is worth waiting for and that you are doing the work for it right now. It's all that mirror work that everyone has been doing. And there is a huge opportunity for commitment. But you are working on letting your shadow self come to light to either be worked on or fully embraced. You've got to learn to embrace what you consider to be your shadow self, because acting like it's not there doesn't make it go away. It just makes it more of a personal taboo that no one really knows about because, well, you're putting on a mask. So you're going to have this whole garden come to life. It's newly fertilized land for you. It's very fertile. And I do feel like you are taking the burden off of yourself in this meantime and getting into the mode of unconditional self-love, which is so incredibly important. Yep. You have all the time in the world with this. See that? See how she is lovingly singing that tune over the flowers and beyond the graves in the background? You're just letting this go, floating on all around it, knowing that this is going to be prelude to your great love. And it's worth waiting for because you are doing the work for it. There are no more projects. You're not getting into a more relationship with someone who you're trying to save. You don't need to do that. You're beyond it. All right, Spirit. Let's finish this off with notes from the universe on love and connection. Again with the options. All right, Spirit, come on. What the dealio? Love is the reason. God, this is just really... One more, Spirit, come on. It's you. I know it. You have what it takes. Okay, so I'm gonna... Oh, shout out to my girl Sam Rodman. She, Roots to Wings. Check out her YouTube channel. This is actually her favorite deck, and it's by Mike Dooley. Notes from the universe on love and connection. You have what it takes. Always follow your heart unless it's been broken. Then you must lead it back into love, the universe. P.S. Did you know that hearts are never too big to mend, too small to rebound, or too tired to love again? Love is the reason. Each person in your life is there for a reason, and that reason always has something to do with love. Like me, the universe. That you always have options is meaningful. Rock on. If I could make just 2 wishes, I wish that I'd somehow convey to you the profound depths of my gratitude for every moment of your life. I'd also like to wish that you could somehow know your unimaginable importance, just as you are, to the lives of so very many. And of course, I wish for even more wishes. Oh, shoot. You are such a good idea, the universe. All right, everyone, this has been the Daily Collective for December 17th, 2019, or Timeless, whenever you're caught to it in time. But let me know if it resonated. Let me know if you need clarification. Let me know if you want to book your own personal reading. You can find me on any social platform, so please say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. I'm in St. Albans, Vermont, and I love it. So I will talk to you all very soon, and until next time, stay safe, have fun. I love you all so much. Bye now.